Good morning, everybody. Good evening. Good day. I am Tashi, and I am here with the Daleks and Quill.
Yeah, he's got a new species coming up in the background, attempting to explore who else knows the way.
It doesn't matter if they know the way or not. They have to be exterminated. Exterminate! Yeah, sadly I don't have, luckily for you, I don't have no voice changer for Eastern at all.
That would be cool, actually.
Yeah, I haven't installed it when I got the new PC. And I don't even know where my installer is, so I won't have time to do it. But we have some trouble, and some even more trouble. Because our team is very stupid, and they just outright said to the Daleks that, yeah, we are with the Doctor, we are traveling with him. And I blame Dr. Kylie Sandler for that, because she was the one who disabled the time look, and she was the one who didn't say it in time that they are the Daleks. I mean, after they woke up, it was too late for honey. We know that. You cannot run from the Daleks. I mean, you can run, but you cannot hide. They will find a way to exterminate you. So I assume we need some darker team.
Yeah, probably.
You will see. Alright, we go. Part 19. Technical Assessment. Police get informed, like the jaws of daughters chasing after them. Funnily enough, the Daleks don't really have jaws. I mean, do they have jaws? Or did they mutate enough to not have any jaws anymore?
Yeah, I don't recall them having jaws. What I do recall is that they're basically like starfish with an eye on it.
Let's see. No, they do have jaws. They still have jaws. It's more like an octopus than a starfish, but yeah. Only fellow will not, because he is not galloping. Wait. Only fellow will looks like. Because he is not galloping, but on the back of the third wing. At her in distance, because she can gallop much faster than him. In return, fellow will lose the wind now, winds upon all their backs to accelerate their pace. I have one inspirational quote for them.
Yep.
Didn't we establish that every one of them can fly? Literally every one of them.
Yes.
So why are they running? Why are you running? Wouldn't gliding be faster? I have to literally quote Venti. But yeah, they are hunting. When fellow does look back, he sees that the creatures they interacted with have not emerged from the large box fizzle yet. This in turn gives him an idea. Ah, so they are like a cat who has a square drawn around them. At the moment, they don't know that it's open. Oscillating and communicating in the air, he summons forth a large cloud of mist, then had it blow outward and upward, in order to spread out to create a giant wall of concealment. He holds his concentration on this power until he is convinced that the wall of mist is tall, broad, and thick enough to completely conceal where his friends are going. I have to bring back morale. I think morale was his name, yeah. Hello, winter now. We learn to pack. It's a well-estimated escape plan. But there is one problem. We know that the eyes can see heat signatures. We as the readers know. So it doesn't really stop them from seeing at all. My friends! This way! And across to the rest of his friends. Let's really put on in mid-stroke. He sets his way to the upper ledge of a second-story cubicle can be hole. Looking the way up, he calls back to Son. Son, please carry Dr. Kelly here. She is too frantic right now to concentrate on his path, even if she wanted to. We don't want any wild magic. I mean, she doesn't really have to concentrate too much. She literally uses jam magic, which needs a lot less concentration. On it, the wing complies, before leaping forward with a large flap and landing on top of the Kali. Knowing that momentarily frees her out a little further, but Starwing quickly goes on. It's me, Starwing, no struggle. I will carry you aloft, understand? So, Starwing is literally acting like a crane in a crane game. Just carrying one of the ponies out from the pit.
There you go.
It seems to take a moment for the scanner to register, but she eventually nods in acknowledgement. With that, Starwing proceeds to carry the white Magi aloft to follow her friend. It makes even more sense because they don't really have hands to grab each other, so they have to literally use all four legs of the crane to hold her up. In that case, Luffy, help me carry Margaret. Then do request as she takes off into the air. The process to flap closer to Margaret. Before arriving though, he sees Margaret carry some kind of floating disc, of course, then hops onto that. Does Margaret even know what an like is? She might not.
Yeah, she shouldn't.
I mean, she might have known about them because of reaction. Or she has not met one yet. I can carry myself, thank you very much. Why are you already correct right now, Margaret? Margaret disputes. In fact, I can think this make this big enough for all of us. We will travel much faster too. No names for the moment, just follow us. Like it starts as she flies upward. And grabs her course. Grabs her course. Oh, course, not course. To follow after the wind. That's why it sounded strange to me. The pillar is the same, though not as quickly. Each pillar just quickly picks up some speed, though. But thunder blows wind behind them to accelerate their flight. Suddenly, they still land at the edge of the coming hole. From there, the crouches down and waits for the rest of his companions to follow suit. Quickly getting the idea, they proceed to do so. I created a wall of mist back there to conceal which way we went. I almost said why are you saying this, then I remember that he was the only one who looked back. Otherwin quickly informed his companions. We should be safe up here for the moment. No, you are not. You are very much not. I think it's more time further to have assured that. On the other side, I she concentrated on one of her spans. They stood in a hollow shell materializing around them. From the inside, looks like a bunch of transparent light. The white glow between them. But they know, from past experience with this path, that the outside of the hollow of his shell can look whatever Margaret wants. Once again, the Dalek can see his signatures. Holograms don't work on them, or at least shouldn't, either. The hologram looks like an empty cage. Then guesses at Margaret. Judging from the shape and size of it, as she can see from the inside, she's an educated guess. Why would there be an empty cage there? Or the combi hole?
Because it wasn't filled yet.
Yeah, but if she wanted to, she could just make it look like it's empty. Wouldn't it be easier? And more believable? Exactly, Olga confirms. I don't know for sure if this will fool them though. Remind me of these things when it's definitely not sufficient at all. Ah, this thing. Look guys, I disguised myself.
Something like that appeared in my other stories twice.
Yeah, that's actually I'm picking with it. We have to find out soon, I suppose. They figures as she goes closer to the ledge and peers beyond it. Once she does, she cries. Oh, this part of the foreign wall over there. It may successfully consider lost, but it applies both ways. With this holographic shell in place, does the ledge. Say no more, for the interrupts. And bullet.
I got this!
No, don't say that. Because it never goes outside. Also, for all we know, they might have not moved. The Daleks never were in a rush. Remember when they were chasing the doctor? They just went in very slow motion. Reminds me of this guy right here, who does the same thing. It's Mr. X from Resident Evil. Or we could literally pull out every killer in the horror movies when they don't even run, they just walk slowly towards you. And somehow you still can't get out of their side. But this is what? He has the full wall quickly deteriorate. What has happened? Now she's into one of the saddlebags, pulls out her binoculars, then holds them to her eyes. Look! How did you know these were Daleks? And whether with that, looked anxiously. Have you ever encountered them before? No, but I have heard it is their favorite spot to exterminate. They like to repeat that multiple times. And you kind of don't answer him. But funny, this is more than incapable of noticing. I mean, if she met them, this is PTSD. If she didn't, he is still learning mystery. But I can't with her light. Some tears pouring down her eyes. You could down her mother, and she is hyperventilating. And we have a little bit too fast music for that. Yeah, this is more like it. Despite all of that, she seemed mildly fascinated about something. Her heart flicks to a brief life, and the holographic window materializes near her face. On it, there seems to be an outline of her body, if her height is invisible. A lot of data scrolls on the image of her body, in the window but especially outside of it. Ah! I have never seen the effects of PTSD on my own self. The wonder of the holographic window is also flashing red. Soon here there is some kind of emergency with her. Why do I imagine something very different when you say there is some kind of emergency with her? What was it? We are not going this route, are we? That logically is not even a pony, not even a magi, just a shell, and there are little ponies inside her, controlling her. And then it's like, oh, there's something wrong with me. Fascinating! You can marvel despite her keeping fear. So this is what a pilot feels like. In all my centuries of life, I have never experienced this. Especially not to this game. Well, you already went, came past it. Because otherwise you wouldn't be this fascinated about this. You see others who had these symptoms before, I think. And the offer and a change of subject. You coaxed her to engage with him. You are a psychologist after all. Yeah, she is a psychologist in the Magi universe where there is nothing mentally standing. Well, the most thing she has to cure is boredom. Or alcoholism, maybe. No, not
Maybe
even
some
that, because they can just purge out the alcohol after they eat.
maybe some patient complaining that one of their partners cheated in the game.
Yeah. You can finally lose night and try to win. And none. The holographic window beside her also fades away as she answers. Yes, I have some cases like that. Not too many. This marriage is great in a certain environment, but the only thing we are going to attach to me what we chose to create. But still, only a society that is completely devoid and incapable of any degree of emotions is just unlike the need of a psychologist on occasion. They are finally emerging from that prison mode that I knew required reports to her friends. As she continues to peer over the edge of the ledge, they are on, but she is still using her binoculars. I can imagine of my school days when we used to do this. Ah! The teacher is coming! Sit back now! You can see the resemblance. It doesn't seem to be in any hurry for the moment. Just like what I said. They never do. I think they are even revisiting something, judging by the fashion of the light, things, on top of the loomed head. Not loomed. You are the one loomed. Once again, how did you know these were the Daleks? Her repeats his cry to Dr. Kelly, now that she seemed a little more focused. Have you ever encountered them before? Heather, did you forget that she is a historian as well?
That's right, she is.
Dr. Kelly shakes her head, as she said, no, I only heard about them. I haven't even encountered a photograph file on them. The only images I have seen on them are text and pictures made by other races. She shakes her head. This is going to sound strange, and even I can explain it, but I still don't understand that they are Daleks. Just look at that trash can-like body.
And those neon signs that's pointing to them that says Daleks.
Yeah. I mean, if they look at the little sign that's next to the box, what's inside, it would have had. I'm pretty sure that there was at least one sign saying, do not in any circumstance open. I didn't get to look at them, but they match every description the doctor had ever told me about them. Membership's in. He told me they had entire metal vehicles of sorts, and they keep insisting that they are going to exterminate. Sorry, they're going to exterminate every life form they can encounter with Western prejudice. And I believe Dorothy literally tried to mimic them. Commander Versus said the same thing on the Thematic group. So it seems most sides agree on that. They admitted in confusion and called back from the ledge. She allows her molecular to rest on itself on her neck, but the device is now pressed on the ground, since she is not close to it. Just in case. Let me lower this a little bit. It doesn't have to be that loud.
I know she used the device once in the show.
Which one?
Daring do. Binoculars.
Miraculous. And which device? Where was I?
It's from there, she asks.
Yeah. From there she asked, why haven't some of the races keep a group of knowledge as visitors? And this has been involved in these creatures, I suppose they have been for quite some time during the Time War. That's a stupid question. Why would Warfare keep prisoners of the enemy during the war time? That makes sense that they are keeping prisoners. I mean, it would make sense if it's one of the Daleks who don't really care about each and one another. I would think he would do some experimenting of his own with them. So why keep them as prisoners here instead? They just give them a chance to escape later. I mean, yeah, and now they are gonna escape because of you. To be fair, I don't think he anticipated or could even prepare for the possibility that visitors from another time and the world would arrive here and be led by a spirit of chaos and disharmony and with years. But he knew that trouble is here. He knew the trouble is in that time and space.
Yeah, he knew about her, not all the other details in that paragraph. Plus, there was nothing he could do against trouble anyway.
Yeah? So, he should be anticipate that this is a possibility.
And prepare for it how? There was some initiative to try to prepare and trap trouble, but he learned that he would actually have to access higher dimensions in order to pull that off.
I mean, isn't he a Time Lord? Didn't
Yes.
he make his money off his TARDIS? One of the estimating that his money isn't his TARDIS?
That is not established, no.
Didn't he say something like that?
Nope. It's not.
I don't know
It's
where that came from. Then.
I think it came from you. It was one of your theories that you came up with.
Maybe. But he still had a TARDIS and probably still has none.
At least he used to. He got to this time and space somehow.
So he is capable of reaching higher dimensions. If you think about that. If any creature can catch state of chaos and disharmony, it will be a Time Lord. Because they are literally the police in time. But yeah, he tried and failed. Based on what I have seen, if he could contain trouble somehow, then I really do think he would have already. For some reason. I'm excited that shakes her head, and she has. More importantly, the million big question we are facing right now is what we are going to do now that we have been unleashed.
That they have been.
They have been. No, we have been unleashed. No, we have been locked in. And they have been unleashed. That's what we need to figure out, they replied. Fortunately and unfortunately, nobody else is here. That means there are innocent ponies to return on my lab here. Well, it also means no planet can have us either. Question that is not answered right here. Where is her world? You have not written if she came with them or not.
Oh yeah, I'm not. She's actually disappeared for the rest of the story.
Ah, she just disappeared. Okay.
What she was planning to do was already accomplished here.
She just lying back, just doing this.
And watching the show unfold and the chaos and all that.
And we are just as served with them, and they are with us. That we act faithfully. Everything I have ever seen and heard about them indicates they won't be a friendly or a reasonable bunch. Yeah, especially because you said you are with the doctor. They haven't noticed us for a moment. They said as she goes back to the ledge. No, they are literally looking at you. It gives us a chance to study them in order to figure out how to better live with them later. What if we try to talk to them? Halloween proposes. Halloween, are you playing the doctor right now? The early doctor? Not even the early doctor, I mean the professor who was with the first doctor. he was the one who proposed it, I think. Then maybe they can be redundant.
I think you meant Ian then.
Yeah, Ian. He did say that to Kim as well and the thought and Dallas as well. After all, I mean, he is kind of a professor on his own. Hello, Min.
Oh yeah.
After all, there's the same chance everything we have been told about them could be wrong in one way or another. I mean, there hasn't been too much things told about them. They are telling us for to be examined, and we ran away from them, coming goodbye to friends suddenly. I, for one, think that those words and intentions have caused them to benefit all the doubt. I mean, have you ever asked if they meant what they are saying? Because I have seen many people who have used a word very wrongly. Maybe they just wanted to say examine. I know not, but we are giving the benefit of the doubt. As someone who doesn't know the dialect. But what kind of English they are very capable of that being on the chat. The episode with each other. Do you have any idea why he would be keeping them here alive, Margaret? The text with Margaret. I'm not him, or my hater. I kind of wish we had one, but he is possible. Or she, sorry. I mean, she's not really a mind hater either.
Yep, this
But
is a
almost.
job for Madam Pinkie Pie.
Oh yeah. Then I was sorry about visual, but you are right. Pinkie Pie is there. Like I said, I'm only guessing when I say I think he was considering them here in order to study them. Just like the rest of these skills beats here. If I'm right, and he succeeded in that goal, that could win him the tactical advantage in his war against them. Imagine if he had discovered or created a new weakness for this race. In terms of motivation, that should certainly be enough for him in his perspective. I agree. The guy chimes in. They are on the move now. They report to the rest of her friends. They seem to have gathered in front of one of the chaos beast cages. I should take a look too. The guy decides as she goes up close to the ledge. I want to experiment with my panic attack again. Please don't panic again. They request to the doctor. Also, I'm still using my binoculars. I don't need them. I think I got a better hoover of my emotions now that I'm more prepared for it. The guy assures. It just caught me off guard for a moment. As for your binoculars, keep them. I have something better. Somehow brings down these. And they will not see it. Or even better, they will think she's one of them. In letting her hold to calculate a holographic window in front of her, there's a bunch of holographic disc-shaped things around us. Each one is a different size, and there's variable distance from each other. Problem with that, digital zooms are usually much less sharp than optical zooms. You know that if you have used a digital camera before. There is a reason why photographers still use lenses. They also rotate and change the distance from each other until she creates a span. The result of this magnification of anything she is naming the discard. I mean, I was not that far off with my telescope. There's an information of some kind is also displayed along the bottom of the window.
Doubt you remember, but that spell had appeared in Skydancer, but it was cast by Featherwind. You probably just found the person who taught him that spell.
Probably yes. What is it? Oh. They just came back from work. They haven't seen me. That is neat. And I've been sad with fascination as you have done this path. Do you think you can teach me this? No. This is mine. We know that she knows him. Hours later, the scary answered. And I will have to test it too. If you plan to cast it with traditional unicorn magic. Right now, this is a magic jam. Either you will need to craft your own and attune to it, or translate the magic later on. Don't worry. He has a very good gem that can hold multiple magic spells.
Don't worry, be happy.
Don't worry, be happy. And also, you would have to survive this first. Excellent. That have been the case. I'm going to let you forget about that one. I'm not going to let you forget about that one. I should fly in the sky or follow myself in the cloud. A smile like that would be fantastic in my repertoire. Considering the perspective, I feel perfectly able to catch it in. Duly noted, I replied, and very great. It was something making a good scouting spell, just as I told yesterday. If I could catch magic, I wouldn't mind being prepared with that myself. I mean, there's a reason why Iron Man definitely put that spell into his suit. So, look at it right now. I mean, yeah, that's all what we see, probably. Maybe probably less information. There are alternatives. That makes sense. Actually, so all molecules for emphasis. And I agree that it's especially coming goofy for adventures, particularly if the parasite were able to see the high ground somehow. Can't your tools do this too? But because absolute magnetically. Yes, but I want that to send them out now, and then I them over to our us again to carry this. Once again, don't worry, they know you are here. Suddenly, they all hear classic cacophony of high-pitched buzzing sounds. It sounds very similar to the Dr. Toy screwdriver, except there are many of them this time. Those who can see the light, either through the direct binoculars or by setting Dr. Kelly's magnified holographic screen, have a chance to notice a new device, a roll on top of the kitchen's muttering gnome heads. Device from a new horse that's seen out of the way at the top of this device, let's look. Once again, it's a basically device that is very similar to the Dr. Toy screwdriver, although these was articulate, shorter, and less similar looking. I don't remember the Daleks ever using those.
Yep, read on.
What are they doing? They're very models around. Why Celestia? Those are Sonic screwdrivers, aren't they? The astonishment. And they found themselves right in front of one of the cages. Of the cage's maze. Oh yay. Once again, they don't have to rush. They can just unlock all the cages. And these mazes are made by them. And controlled by them. But the Masons did say they have some way to control these creatures, so you see the incentive to release them. But this means the Doctor can counter control them with his own Sonic screwdriver. And even you can counter control them with your gem, which can be used as a Sonic screwdriver.
You might be able to argue the same in reverse, too. That they could use theirs to try to counter the Doctor's efforts.
Yeah?
And their devices can just have a singing contest.
What? What the screwdriver told me that they have made a device like that. The information. but he doesn't come from the Pony universe, and they're gone, as he looks like nothing. It's not entirely different here. But he doesn't come from the Pony universe? Or I was questioning, what does that mean? I mean, it might have meant that he is a Magi. Magi are not coming from the Pony universe either.
But they didn't come from the entire universe that the ponies are in?
No, what I mean by Pony universe is the canon. They don't come from the canon Pony universe either. It's a long story. For the actors specifically. And I'm pretty sure I'm looking from some of the details. For some reason, the doctor prefers to remain mysterious with his history. I mean, he always has been. I'm hunching that he thinks it would be too risky for others to know too much about him. Like his name. My thought. I almost said my thought. Because I had Feather here, and I mixed the two together. My thought, Feather is right. It can extremely short. The only thing that kills me. The one in front of them has assumed the number flow of time. Going out and grinding power to the ground. It's a right bow, as she said. No happy music, thank you. Sure, why not? Here. Coming cows and grinding power to the ground with her eyes bow, as she said. That is the situation going untenable?
Mm-hmm.
If it don't
Basically means unsustainable.
Yeah, I know what it means. I just never said it out loud before.
Okay.
Even though some of these guys now, they are going to unleash the rest of the chaos beast. If they do that, they will be that much harder to deal with later. I mean, than from them in the past. You have the ability, remember time is very relative. No! Stay where you are. Like all that is instantly. I think they can easily take us out already. Sitting outside and observing them in the mess across for a moment. She shakes her head. We just don't have enough information on them to take them out now. Question. Does the hologram exit the silence spell as well?
Can the hologram acts as a TARDIS?
No, the hologram that Margaret cast
Mm-hmm.
doesn't act as a silence spell.
Alright, I really keep hearing TARDIS. Does it
Silence.
act as a
Silence.
silence? Okay. Okay. Well, in the story, it's not been established yet.
Because they are shouting left and right. And we know it's a spell that can be cast.
Mm-hmm.
But it's hologram. So even if the Daleks would not be able to, one, see them with the heat vision, two, locate them with the newly found out sonic screwdrivers, three, they will still hear them. You know that? Each one of those metal things you see is just an outside shell. It's like a military garrison. The real kitchen is somebody's side. Something tells me that outer shell will be hard for us to face with, which gives them plenty of shooting opportunities while we try. One of the things arms they have in front of them, the one that kills not to look like a plunger for some reason, is an energy weapon designed to kill others in one shot. And we know they have multiple hidden ones inside, so they can just pull out.
From the very first time the Daleks appeared, it also was proven that they can have something of a stun setting, where like
Yeah.
Ian was shot, partially shot, and part of his body, like his legs, got numb. And at the upper end of the scale, like towards the newer Doctor Who show, they can scale up the blasters with so much power that they can start punching holes through tanks.
I mean, in the very first episode, they already had disintegration spells. Everything about that.
Seeing those blasters capable of being explosive.
Not explosive, they literally made the body disappear. It was one of the laws that they showed, I think. If you tell me the historical record I have had, the historical great. That is right. We are not prepared to engage them yet.
I wonder what your opinion would be of the next paragraph in Sternwing's suggestion.
How about I think of the dynamite inside a tin can? So we say yes. Simple as that. It's not as simple, but can you even do that?
Margaret said she can teleport others herself without line of sight. But to do it, she has to rely on calculations. Like a certain latitude up or down, certain distance away from her, certain distance from the left or right. All of that. X, Y, and Z axis.
We have to actually think about that. If you can teleport into something that is already there. If that has been said in history or not, if they have been teleported into a wall or into the ground.
Tell you what, even if she couldn't do that, she thinks that Dr. Kelly can, so hence the suggestion.
One simple miscalculation though. Also, wait, don't forget, we are talking about Daleks from the Pony universe. They are different. I am pretty sure they have some kind of shield against magic.
Yeah, that could be the case. Um, Related to the subject that she just made the suggestion for, I remember a scene towards the end of the first Terminator movie that I gotta admit would be difficult, where someone was igniting some sticks of dynamite and chucking it out the window of a truck to try to hit the Terminator who is on a motorcycle falling behind them. You would have to throw it at the right angle, but you'd also have to have the wick down at a certain point so it explodes exactly when he passes over that point. That is extremely hard to aim and get the right timing for.
Yeah, and we don't know if you could actually teleport the lit part of the dynamite either. The whole lit dynamite would be there or not.
Well, Dr. Kelly already pulled this off. She teleported or something. No, she did not. She did not. I gotta remember this. All right. No, Daring Do threw dynamite inside of the one of the chaos beasts that looked like some kind of worm thing. When she cut it up open and then tossed it inside.
Hmm.
What Kelly did do though was teleport drugs into another chaos beast that had the ability to absorb kinetic motion going towards it.
Yeah, but drugs are more movable, let's just say it like that.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's one big thing.
She wouldn't even have to teleport the bottle. She could just teleport the chemical substance itself right into the creature system.
Yeah, it's a good idea, but it wouldn't work. That's what I think about it.
Before you read on, why do you think it wouldn't work? Because maybe the story is about to establish that you're right.
Maybe because of that, yeah. And
Okay.
also, the fact that they know that they are there.
I don't think you're going to predict because that wouldn't be fair to the Daleks. Come
No,
on.
no.
You gotta be a good sport.
What I know, the Daleks are perfect killing machines. And they wouldn't be defenseless against magic in a world where magic is very much used every day.
Yeah, well, that would make sense.
Especially
And this might
by even the Time Lords, who are
they
also
might.
phony.
Oh yeah, they possibly use magic too, and if they do, then the Daleks would be well aware of that.
And would
Even
you
if
think
they
that they didn't use that technique before?
if the Daleks can't cast magic, they might at least prepare some countermeasures against it.
I mean, we see that they have the Sonic Screwdriver, don't you? So,
Yeah, that's a bit new, isn't it?
what if they use that as a magic horn?
Doctor kind of does that.
Yeah? But yeah, it wouldn't work. I'll have enough for them all, they replied. I have seen enough. Lost I checked. Wasn't that $3?
Um, I think it said 6.
Oh,
I saw 6 lights in there.
I thought every one of them has a 2 lights. And most, that's been only take out half of their fortune, instead of counting the killed beast. I mean, who said that it wouldn't explode the whole thing, and take out multiple of them? Have you ever tried? Besides, I refuse to kill, to show him instantly. Kelly, you wouldn't be the one doing the killing. It will be the dynamite. Then, can we tell about the second guess I was drawing in those things, guys? account self-reported, was with much less confidence this time. At this point, he's clearly aging. Maybe if we had any, we can ask one. That should be an idea. And the fellow wind will lose back at the Kelly. Okay, get Kelly, Kelly. Boss, teleport this is inside their body.
Should we friend them with lollipops? Probably no one's ever tried that, right?
Yeah. And I mean, if they did, there wasn't any look of them trying, because they probably died. And what if they don't need to breathe on the earth? And do they need to breathe?
Well, you can see why he asked.
No, I'm actually thinking if they actually need to breathe.
I suspect so, but their little tank things can be airtight. I remember seeing them in space, flying in space.
And that's why I think that I saw them flying in space as well.
Yeah.
But counter argument.
If the tin can things are open, though,
This is my
then
counter argument.
probably, maybe.
I have also seen Goku walking in space as well. And he needs to breathe.
Yeah, we established as maybe as early as the Frieza saga that I could. I remember Frieza taunting him about that. I could breathe in space and you can't.
Yeah.
As an explanation why I was trying to blow up the planet. So yeah, that scenario didn't change much when you got to that little particular scene that you flashed. One possible exception, it might be the God Key can permit them to be temporarily immune to the vacuum and cold and lack of oxygen of space.
Yeah.
But only as long as those forms are maintained.
But I assume the Daleks don't need to breathe.
Okay. That's
The
quite
human
possible.
Dalek need to breathe. That's one of his downfalls as well.
A very alien physiology. You really might be right.
Some gases can be disabling just for physical contact. Some proponents. But it sounds clear that the argument is losing steam at this point, and never she had noticed that. I mean, you could literally just teleport just as liquid nitrogen. It would. I mean, it would be very close to killing them, but it would at least stop them from doing anything bad.
Yeah, potentially permanently.
We've already learned a few important things by simply observing them, as you can imagine. They are intended to free at least that scale of meat, and they are trying to deliver each devices to the top. And each of them they equip with such a device. That is true that they can hack their way out of anything that isn't made of wood, though percent in a frightened voice. Including out of its house, for the ass with a growing alarm. He tears into the blood and tries to the room for a moment. A moment that is felt broken by nothing new. I mean, did they see what the warehouse door is made of?
No. To date, they might not even seen the walls of the warehouse. But it does have shelves, and the shelves have these cages.
Yeah. But in this case, that will provide us a means of escape as well. Very important. And never means to challenge outside. No. Because we would have much more room to run over for the day.
Mm-hmm.
There may be also other resources out there that could make the job easier. What more room do you need to maneuver than a giant SR house? But we have established you can't even see the walls. Everything's some food.
What's that?
I don't even know that you have word for it in English.
There was a glimpse of it. I thought it was a chicken head for a second, but you just
No?
said showed the bottom edge of it.
Let me see.
It kind of resembles a
No,
pizza.
you don't have word for it.
Okay.
It's almost like a toad in the hole. Or a scone. It is deep fried.
Okay.
And my dog was trying to eat it. No, it's mine. I don't want to see as well. It's harder than the goose. Because there are a lot more innocent civilians out there. Maybe, although the mob are pretty powerful in society. As I mentioned, though he still sounds nervous when he says that. Yeah, and the Time Lords were a power of society as well. Williams sees the Daleks through the bar of the cage, with the letter arm killed. There are not of the next ability disintegrate the boss. What did I say about disintegration?
Mm-hmm.
As a result, the mantis-like creature crawls out of the cage. It is normal in the fair to the Daleks. All the Daleks seem to say something, running from the diamond flashing on its head. Shortly later, the Daleks all split up. They fly toward the separate cubby hole. What is in common with each of the destinations is, it leads to another important killed beast. Margaret, did you think through what you have been doing? You made a cage. And they are heading towards all the cages. From there, they repeat the process of emitting some kind of sonic noise, followed by shooting and disintegrating. It's some kind of the bars of the cage. They shoot enough for the beast within to swing out of it. Swing out of. Why did I get this image in my mind immediately? When you said squeeze through the cage. I mean, there is probably one or two of them that can do that. The human said that the Daleks need much less time to actually hack each of the cages to disable them. And because they found the 23 patches they need to enable the cages. The guy proposing was never mentioned, and they ended up disabling the rest of the cages faster after the first one. It is memorized the pattern. Everything was first. And now they are unleashing all the killer beasts contained here. That sounds very nervously. This is getting worse and worse while we wait up here. I mean, what do you want to do? Can you contact the commander from here? Then yes, absolutely, Morgan. And what should I say? We escaped from your prison, and we are here. We got your prisoners out, and they want to kill us all now. Well, I think heard, I shattered. No, I don't understand. Well, I didn't do something similar earlier. Wherever we are, I can get a signal out of here. I mean, yeah, that's usually a thing when you have a big boxy metallic building. You usually don't have a signal. If you are using a cell phone. Just like I don't have a signal at my workplace either. That makes sense if you think about it. We are someplace on the commander would consider very secure. Yeah, very secure. The correct mind notwithstanding, so I replied bitterly. And remind me, where's the troublemaker? You are a bit late to the question, son. Laughing it off most likely. Like guessing with the same mood as serving. In fact, just for mentioning her, the group actually expects trouble to show up. But this time, it does not. Why do you want more trouble than you already in it?
She might be able to get them out.
I mean, she never said to open the cage.
Yep, she did not. She kind of pointed out, however, that one of these cages is not like the others.
Yeah? The group remains at a bit of a loss on what to do, while the danger continues to escalate. All of this changes, however, when they hear Quill's beeping sound. The boys look about in confusion and alarm to see who in the group might be able to identify the sound. I someone isn't cross out that it is loud enough to allow the Daleks to represent. Yeah, because their shouting was not enough.
Well, it's never been said that they were shouting, and if they were, I would have been using all capital letters.
Yeah, but they were definitely not whispering. When they look about, and Margaret seems to be the only one in this group who can identify the sound. But she expresses embarrassment and interruption. But her eyes are also very wide. Who seems actually concerned that the sound may attract the attention of the Daleks. To rectify this quickly, she gets a holographic window and looks in. But she sees one of her eyes slightly further. Then she looks at the rest of her party, as she informs them. We are getting a call from Commander Reaction. Objection! You said there was no signal.
Yeah, they're about to bring that up.
At first, the group is caught off guard by that announcement. Then Fellow Wind realized something before quietly announcing. Actually, that makes sense. You probably see some kind of alarm system here. In this, what did I say? You literally did that when you opened the first cage. Wherever we are, we might not clearly hacked into the security system for the Daleks. That's the thing with imprecise control over a system. to carry a mind. Doing all or nothing there. It would have been better or for nothing. I know. None of us blame you. No, I do. I blame you for most points. But I showed the carry. If I was not deserve the blame, it's all of us equally. I mean, yeah, but yeah. You did choose to open the cage together. Our creature whose literal name is Trouble, the offers him the more hand by giving a law expression, as he says sarcastically. Hello, ponies. You know what? Trouble is the least one to blame in this whole thing. Well, all she did was let you escape from the prison. And it was not a prison, but it was kind of a prison cell. He didn't even tell you to follow her. Just gave you a chance to escape. You followed her, and all she said that one of the cells is different than the others. Nothing else.
Well, also deliver them to this warehouse.
Yeah, but still. Well, should I answer it? Or just mute the meme? Or find the group? I mean, first of all, mute the meme. Then you can answer it. I don't she already muted it. So, how long was the meme thing? From here on. You're getting a call from Quill reacted. That's at least 10 seconds. At least 10 seconds. And they were talking fast. I mean, I know if I am, let's say, at the drugstore, and someone calls me. First thing I do is mute it, then look who it is. If I want to answer it, then I answer it. But the first thing I do is press mute immediately. If I didn't already muted it beforehand. Answered. They decide I should look at Margaret with conviction. At this point, even more likely to attend to us. We attended here, and we also need some critical information. He will probably have a question for us too, and it might be important for us to cooperate with each other. At least for now. And if you want, you can still lie that it was trouble.
Yep.
I mean, I'm pretty sure there is some kind of recording device in the middle side, so, and maybe even here, so he saw what happened. So even if you lie, it's not gonna help your way. Isn't that way? You go nervously. The Margaret looks at the holographic window. Then uses her magic to activate the digital button, which, in turn, answers the call. Wait. You should have done one more thing before answering the call. Other than muting the beeping sound. Lower the volume. Because I'm pretty sure the first thing is Nero here is shouting. There's an obvious in the image of the trespass window. It said on Commander Rex's head and shoulders. He's looking at the camera with a noodle expression as he says Riley. Why am I not surprised to find you all in the thick of other terrible situation? I hope your reputation for getting back out of trouble isn't as important as getting in it. But in the reputation of the Knight of the Hourglass, I mean, yeah. That is one reason why many aliens didn't like the Doctor. Go away, we don't want you here, because if you are here, then there is trouble with you. Keep your voice down, or echoing urgently in a harsh tone. The Daleks are loose, and so are some of the Chaos Beasts. They might hear us. I am well aware of that. Commander assured in a tone of light annoyance. But he also seemed accustomed to this, that he seemed almost bored. I would further appreciate a further catch-up of your situation. Was it tacticalized? Yeah. It was tacticalized. This meant. Please report. Well, next time we have additional harm getting in trouble with the capital T. Coming upon irritably. I am aware of that too. The commander assures. Margaret was right. I do have the group of you marked. Wait, all of them?
He's not specifying.
Also, since one. Because then it is a good idea. That might also be the reason why the consequences didn't even say a word. Remember back? He was a Phoenix at this moment, and he didn't say anything.
Right.
And we know that he knows everything. So I was aware of recommendation with the Tomato Spirit in my ship. But by then, I was not able to respond. My computer system was not responding to me. Apparently my authorization codes got troubled. There was some kind of disharmony in my codes.
Right.
It took us quite some time to say that out. So I was right, he was about to come rushing, but he couldn't.
Yeah, that's what he's claiming.
He said, then sarcastically, oh gee, I wonder who is responsible for that. Wait, that's, why am I blocking? Okay. Why do I want to read it in her voice? What is her name? I forgot, by the way.
Cozy Glow. Or
Cozy
referring
Glow.
to Chrysalis and Tyrek.
Yeah, I know that too. I was like, wait, that's not very hard. Close enough, but in this case, you have heard our whole conversation. It's behind this place too. Then ask the commander to the holo communicator, hopefully. Solve it, I think, Commander answers. Most of working after you ordered to Thomas Portal. What little I do know comes from the security feed of the security facility you are in. Which, by the way, the whole facility is stored in its own dimension. Technically, you are not even on this planet anymore. Or any other for that matter. This place is effectively its own tiny universe. Would you say it's a TARDIS?
Could be.
If it is, then it would make sense why he would think that it is safe.
If it's not a TARDIS, it's something similar insofar as the storage space is concerned.
Because we have seen in China, this was pop into the TARDIS while it was parked.
Yep.
So someone is capable of that too.
Yes.
You call this tiny? Duffy asked incredulously. That's why it almost marched out of her eye socket when she said the word this. I mean, everything is relative in time and space.
Remember you said that. Read the next sentence.
I instantly skimmed through it right now. So give me a second. I'm just gonna grab some tea. Our time, space, and dimension is relative to my people. Oh gee, Commander, you sound like a Time Lord. Commander explained, then ordered again. Now, report. Before we do that, I would like to propose an alliance. Saying no first. And this will now. We will give you some information if you give us some information. Then, after we all decide what to do about this together, we can fight for the mutual benefits for all. Agreed. Commander replies instantly. That's what I wanted in the first place. I think that it's a temporary alliance that you are holding, and I still agree to it. That way I can reveal to you all how much we can benefit together. Now for the third time, report. The last time we pain in that having to discover what was in one of the ominous what was in the one ominous most that stood out from the rest. The report. Someone sort of nudged us to discover that one too. Of course it is. Commander said in a flat tone. For some reason, I'm more read in an ironic voice, ironic tone. That's been said as well, right?
That's about the same, yeah.
The only reason why the commander said it in a flat tone because police don't know what irony is. They asked us if we knew the doctor, and we mentioned that we did. That seemed to trigger them. They grew suddenly very aggressive at the mention of that name. No, what are you talking about? They didn't. They were very calmly saying, exterminate, exterminate. And I suppose they keep changing this name in anger. But then they switch to chanting what I assume is their favorite catchphrase. Let's get his sign up again. Wait, that's another theme. Say no more about that. The commander made actually so. I got the point. You know what's so much at here? That what happened? We can. That's kind of urging. I assumed. But I mean, she seems to recognize them, even on an emotional level, despite never meeting them before. Really? Ron asked in anything way, as he rubbed the bottom of his jaw. That is interesting. I don't know why this came to my mind. Really? That is interesting. I plan to psychologically dissect myself, or that one later on. Which I mentioned on the topic. But for now, I think we have more urgent issues to discuss. Nice! I haven't anything else yet. I disagree with that notion. Then goes on. In truth, they don't even seem interested in looking for art at the moment. I agree with that notion. So you are half right. They are not looking for you because they already know where you are. Instead, their first effort is more of paying the rest of the key as me. To do it, they are using some kind of sewing device, mushing into the one the doctor uses. It's no coincidence, Commander assured. The doctor really is the reason that Daleks eventually decided to equip all the drones with such a device. The sun, they aren't nearly sufficient with its use as a doctor. To be fair, no, and no any point yet to read. Not even his fellow Time Lords. I mean, this comes to mind. Everyone can have their own tool that they are very professional with.
Yep.
The commander lifts up again, but this time this is metallic pressing ground move. But he does so, he also runs. Meanwhile though, while the Daleks are professional with its use as a doctor, they are very good at coordination. And they are surprisingly good at cooperating with each other. The project is they deem it necessary. Furthermore, on the doctor, the Daleks are fully willing to use the sonic device for offensive purposes too. With the rest of the processing proof going down. I mean, didn't they use, even in the very first episode, some sonic sounds to disorient the humans? It wasn't
Oh,
a
well, but if they did it, that might have been something that was equipped in their base.
yeah, it was not from their own. It was in the base.
Okay, then yeah, probably yeah.
which they told they can equip on their own. Because they are always evolving, if you think about that.
Yep.
Such as, like as he wasn't right a bit in alarm. Whatever he said about this next, he may consider this very noteworthy, and could alter approach against them later. In the Dalek sphere doesn't. I have known them to emit high frequency pulse and overload the very synapses of other biological life forms within approximately 50-meter range. That is literally what I was talking about. It can be wider and stronger when they use detecting simultaneously as a group. Likewise, they can use this to overload security. I have also seen them used precisely enough to look at SU and one individual within that range, and not just that one person out instead.
Before you leave the paragraph, you want to highlight where you left off. If you're going to go somewhere else.
Give me a turn.
Okay.
And there we go. If they succeed with the attack, the individual or individuals will be unconscious and defenseless. In that happens, you need to know that for a race, those who like to request mercy wherever they are at disadvantage, they are also very stingy in getting in themselves. If they ever spare you from examination in one moment, they likely have something actually to plan instead, like using you as bait against a higher priority target, such as the doctor, which I wanted to say as well. Especially considering that has never failed to work before, but even was, that I can recall. The commander notes and respect. And I do have to give the doctor credit for that one. If nothing else, I can question his loyalty to his companions, even if it sometimes provokes him into a situation that is not always tactically prudent. Loyalty, honesty, is a critical element of friendship. You know that the ongoing joke that loyalty is not loyalty. Don't be just friendly. Just ask Rainbow Dash. I still think that they have the element mixed up. Rainbow Dash should be honesty, and Apple Dash should be loyalty. And you have said, Commander agrees in a sort of careless and dismissive way. Anyway, on to the matter. I think I know why the Daleks are freeing the Lokians meat. It is justified that they plan to use them as pawns in their efforts to exterminate all of the life for themselves. There is one in particular they are searching for most likely, and it is the one that can teleport. But yeah, you mentioned that was another one. and he gets a hold of that beast, then they will use the indirect method to escape this present dimension. It will add, and I will add that it is also a method that will not likely work for you as well. If you try, the beast is more likely to kill you instead. Then how do we escape? Like as a commander. And mind you, if you know, we can help you against all those troublesome routes. Routes?
Like bothersome people.
Yeah. I never seen this one before. I recommend you mean more than just that. But on the side, including his wall-pressing and then glowing eye. Shift slightly to the right. And if either hiding or interacting with information off the side of the camera. I'm sending you access code and instructions on how to escape that current dimension. Furthermore, I am also sending you any relevant information I've collected on those particular data in the Quill beast. Thank you, Commander. They said gracefully. That's been me immensely helpful. Why didn't you keep these dialects in storage as a commander? We know more information about them and their mission. Commander answered. Later on, I had also planned to use them as a test dummy for anybody who agreed to join my army, and I indeed managed to learn about more classified information. I'm recruiting for a war, as you may recall, but the peace-loving police here in the...
Right, that's there's there's might be several letters missing in that. Yeah.
In the third... Well, powerful is a god, we don't know which hero. You know what? I'm gonna count that as the connection breaking. And they didn't hear which hero they are in.
Yeah, I corrected it to this era.
Ah, this.
And the original document did have the mistake too.
Oh, I thought that was a number here. Like, in the... But yeah, then there's a missing as well if it's a number. But yeah, in this era. My powerful in some regard, but not too far from psychologically ready for such ideas. I was trying to prevent them from being ready for that information. Then I was train them to be a set for the larger war. The most important war to win. I almost had it as a larger war.
Okay.
This is an important war as well. Do you have any access to any other security system in this warehouse? You've seen these creatures? But I checked with the commander. I wish I did, but this is I was able to bring in from my own kind. It's very limited. Commander answered. Getting resources from this one, and now what's the point of me coming here? The knowledge and technology of those above is essentially on right, but they are suddenly lacking in any security or military department. And they are so naive and arrogant that I think they don't even need such things. In the meantime, find a loose to Kelly. Another one I need to keep up with. I had to invent from scratch with some limited help from the few I did manage to recruit. There's a lot of air in my throat. Commander shakes his head in pity before he said, "So all told, I had to be far more selective in my approach than I prepared to be." He shrugs. I had hoped that being frozen in time, I saw the impact of the dimension would be enough to contain them. But it is actually difficult to keep anything secret around a reality mender who messes with things for fun. Or everything on my toes. Oh. Or a group of men or some time travelers who will frequently suffer from an illusion or grandeur. So, the theme right here is this. I mean,
Not the picture I thought you bring yet, but alright, I accept it.
didn't they have a time traveling episode as well? I think they did.
I don't watch the show, but probably yes. By now they've been out for so long that you know what? They're about as old as Doctor Who itself.
Yeah?
They also started in the 60s. And like Doctor Who, there was a long interval where they were from them for a while, and then they just suddenly resurged. Come to think of it, it was around the same time.
Yeah. I wrote them because of the word meddlesome.
Mm-hmm.
It's more than fun, these meddlesome kittens. I would have got to the main minute.
Is any of them mangy too?
What?
Is any of these ponies mangy too?
Probably yes. Other circumstances, I did the best I could. But it has been dignity. And I can die with some peace if I had to, knowing that. I'm dying. Setting the alarm. To be honest, they are gone now. They are gone now. So, most of them killed me. They got in position, they said. Then, they must have found the example and killed me. When we weren't looking. Then some creature probably tackling the rest of its companions, while on the orders from its master. Or they used a chameleon core. Can you like invisible?
Usually not, but over the years, you know that arm they have that has a plunger? I've seen them attach various other devices to it as well instead of that plunger. Such as a scanner looking for the doctor's ship.
from what I seen, the third Doctor had met an invisible Dalek.
Alright. Well, I'll catch up to that episode eventually.
I'm not sure if it's true or not, but
You know what? An invisible Dalek might be cheaper in the special effects budget.
was it? Probably not. Then we can waste no further time. Commander in the holoscale urgent. I know where they are most likely going. Those above have access to something the Daleks could use. The transmission server. Fortunately, they don't know precisely where it is. But if they get a combination of soldiers on it, they will hack the system. And use it to connect the rest of the Daleks. Dalek phone home.
Yep.
If it happens, they will invade this world and more. That was the original plan. These ones are technically solved. I'm looking at Mambo right now. On the corner. They are here! And they were sent here basically the same reason I was. They are here together as a thousand. For the war effort. Except they are far less concerned about collateral damage along the way. Combine the matter in fact, that he is failed eye cameras. If we think about that, the Daleks are not much farther from the early Saiyans. The difference is that they only killed because they had to clean the planet before selling it.
Well, in a much more basic sense, the Saiyans just like to fight. That just gives them one more excuse to do it.
I mean, yeah, but I'm in the early Saiyans who were on the freezer.
Mm.
Once again, the adventurers are stunned, silent, which is most of my thunder, but he has unexpectedly. Those plunger I'm thinking that they have. Really are plungers? Just imagine one of the Daleks have Mario on their arm, the other one is Luigi. Not really, no. But that was more calmly. It only looks like plungers. She said. It's complicated to explain and we don't have the time for that now. I'm pretty sure even the creator of the show don't know why it's a plunger.
Just a cheap special effect when they first invented.
Yeah. And then make it insane now.
Mm-hmm.
The kind of info is among that which I send Mario to Mario's latest system. So you can look it up later if you wish. Okay, let's bring off that plunger. There you go.
Hey.
For now, surprising to say, those things are Daleks very particular way to interact with the rest of the world. And if they are not busy shooting at things, it only is the preferred method to interact with the world, even after they get equipped with Sonic devices. I mean, no, what's not broken, not fixed. We'll take a quick look at the information soon. Now in the provided. I almost have provided. In the meantime, while we get access any information the commander has sent us to get us out of here. We need to get back to the floating city of Lodomom quickly. We can't allow these things to call in more of the kind, or this world will be doomed. Oh, trust me, these things are more than enough to doom the whole planet. I made it warm, and found at least innocent civilians in danger. Coming yet. That's the plan! There in the case. And Lieutenant Commander in the hollow scene. Can we count on your support too? My ship will arrive very soon, Commander promises. When it does, I will do whatever I can to help. This ship is equipped with some weapons, efficient and long-range portal emitter.
No, short range.
Did I say long?
Yeah, you did.
Where did I get the long from? And short-range portal emitter. I can use it to transport troops and civilians back and forth and need. But remember, preventing the Daleks from accessing the transmission tower was take priority. Okay, then I will create the tower and shoot it. If it is that much of a priority, you can have it. The Daleks can also. If we get a hold of that, nothing else we can do here will matter. This one will be swarming enough Daleks to easily overwhelm the space, despite the fact that the Daleks are starving for resource in exhausting war too. Once again, there are already 6 of them here, which is way more than enough to overwhelm everybody. It is sad. I know how they fight and how they tend to approach a would-be battle, or more like slaughter. The more they can absolutely overkill the element, the better in the eye camera. Thanks for the input. We keep this in mind. Like I said, in much as much professional calm as years of adventuring can muster. For now, it's time we move. And this is the end.
Well, what'd you think of that?
Strange. The Daleks didn't even care about them. They didn't search for them at all. 2 reasons. 1, they are small fry. 2, if they are alive and in danger, the doctor will come.
Well, according to Varaxis, they have bigger fish to fry. They're after the transmission tower. If they can get a hold of that, then they can call in a swarm of Daleks and really sweep this place clean.
I mean, that is according to Commander. But knowing the Daleks, they are more like, oh wait, Doctor? Change? Can! Exterminate the Doctor!
Well, that's one way they can do it, is to get a better foothold in this place.
Yeah. So as I said, in the Commander's mind, if he really thinks that the tower is the one that needs to be defended, that's the wrong way to do it. Just destroy the tower, so the Daleks can use it.
maybe that will come up.
What are you gonna do against $6 and multiple chaos beasts while you are even suffering from one chaos beast?
Yeah, that's quite the challenge.
I mean, you do have the Pokeball technology, that you can just catch them.
They really do. Yeah. In fact, Margaret has it, and then she's in the party.
I mean, if Margaret has it, then we actually must have it as well. I would
Which means
assume.
she also has access to that little octagonal ship and whatever it's capable of. Octagonal force field ship.
Yeah, but we know that the chaos beasts are not a problem. One, how this can be solved? One, the doctor will probably arrive. Two, I'm gonna assume and hope the trouble is gonna save the day.
Okay.
He doesn't he is a chaotic neutral beast. We know that. He is not
Yeah.
against anyone. But he doesn't, and I said with this one as well, none of the chaos beasts want the complete erasure of all other races. Because that's what the Daleks are for, right? They want all the Daleks to be alive, no one else.
Yeah, that's right.
And that would be against chaos itself. If there are only Daleks, then there is only harmony.
Well, yeah, sure. Order of sorts.
I mean, there's a lot of chaos, then nothing. That reminds me of the lava in hats. That's the sound of forgiveness. Lot of screaming, then nothing. The silence. So
Let's go ahead and wrap this up. I need to go to sleep soon.
yeah, I need to eat as well.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
so yeah, we may see next. It seems the next one is gonna be a two-parter because it's 10,000 words.
Yeah, likely at least that. It's 19,000 words.
Wait, 19?
Yep.
Did I misread? Was it not 10?
Yes, you did. The next chapter is about
Oh, it's
19,000 words.
19. Oh, then it's gonna be a lot more parts.
I predict at least 2 parts.
I predict at least 3, if not 4. But yeah, that is where we are coming back in 4 days. And we will see if the invasion of the Daleks actually happened or not. Yeah, thank you everyone for being here, and see you next time. Bye bye.
Bye.